Hi yourself.
Dinner is in the oven.
Dinner is right in front of me.
Where have you been?
Working my butt off.
Oh, and a nice butt it is, too.
Ooh. Anything I should know about?
Other than 3 international calls, not much.
Get numbers?
I always get the numbers.
You should have been a secretary.
I wouldn't be your secretary at this time of year if you paid me in gold.
It's gonna be a hell of a show.
I saw some of Eric's fall designs.
Fantastic, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. I thought they were yours.
I'd be proud to say they were.
Did you stop by to see the baby today?
Yeah,
How is she?
great. Brooke, on the other hand.
What's the matter with Brooke?
Oh, she's just going through a tough time right now. Wouldn't be a bad idea if we all took it easy on her.
Oh?
Yeah?
What exactly did Brooke say to you?
Brooke and the baby are sound asleep?
Yes, they are.
Well, good. Gives us a chance to talk.
By the way, you know about tomorrow.
About the paternity test, the blood sample. Yes, I spoke with Dr. Peters.
Good. Why don't we meet at the hospital? I'll drive Brooke and the baby.
Fine. Listen, the reason I stopped over is, well, I have some kind of distressing news about this test.
What?
Apparently, when it was ordered, it was written on Brooke's chart.
On her medical chart?
The one they keep in the room, yes.
I see.
Someone saw it. She had a visitor.
Who?
Sally Spectra. Got to get in here. I've got to get into this lab.
I have been preoccupied by a pretty remarkable event, the birth of a child that I may have fathered. That doesn't mean I'm questioning my feelings about you.
Well, then, what you're saying...
What I'm saying is that if it turns out I'm not the father of this baby, yes, I will grant Brooke the divorce that she wants, and I won't hesitate a moment to do it. And then you and I can go on from there.
Oh, Eric. Oh, God, that's just what I needed to hear. Well, I'm going to make sure this child isn't yours, Eric. Which means getting into the lab.
Sheila?
Oh, hi, Diane.
Hi, what are you up to?
Oh, not much, just thinking. Have you gone on your meal break yet?
No.
Really? Well, why don't you take it now and I'll cover the floor?
Sure. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Security, Mike speaking.
Mike, hi, it's Sheila Carter.
Hi, Sheila.
Look, I'm having a little problem, and I was wondering if you can meet me at 4 West.
Sure.
Great. I'll be by the genetics lab.
I'm on my way.
What did Brooke tell you?
That you came by to see her,
Yeah, go on.
and the mother came by to see her as well.
How did she describe those conversations?
They were rather intense.
What else?
Taylor,
No, Rich. I want to know what Brooke said.
she's feeling a little beat up.
Oh, she is?
Oh, come on, let's just all try to be a little more sensitive to each other.
Sensitive to Brooke, you mean?
I really don't want to argue about this.
I don't want to either, Rich. But you know, she said some very telling things to me.
Like what?
She admitted that she loves you, for one.
That's it?
Isn't that enough?
Doc, she said that to me weeks ago.
In what context, may I ask?
It really doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. Rich, how can you say that? I want to know why you didn't say anything to me about it.
What, so we can have a big knockdown drag-out?
It could be that you didn't want me to know.
Hey, easy there.
How many times in the last 6 months did you tell me that Brooke showed absolutely no interest in you? That all she was interested in was her work?
That was true.
Rich, don't you see what she's been doing? She's been manipulating you. She's been making herself more attractive by making herself standoffish.
You don't think I wondered about that myself?
Well, you certainly never even talked to me about that.
What would that accomplish?
Anything for domestic harmony, is that right?
That's right, my love. Anything.
I don't want you holding back on me ever again. I don't care what the justification is.
I wasn't holding back.
What do you call it?
I call it having a dynamite marriage. And the last thing I want to do is disrupt it by speculating on Brooke and her motives. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You and I are anything but broke. Look, we don't have to constantly reassure each other like a couple of wimps. I married you. Brooke is not a part of this marriage. What she wants, who she loves, is completely irrelevant to this.
Sally Spector knows about the paternity test?
She read it on the chart.
What the hell is she doing in that room?
Well, why don't you ask Brooke?
Damn it.
Look, I think I've handled this.
Handled it? How?
Well, I told Sally it was part of a routine test.
Well, a routine paternity test?
Well, you know, Sally's not too bright. I kind of tied it in with the jaundice idea of the baby, and, I think she bought it.
Well, I sure the hell hope so. If this gets out...
Oh, you know what I don't understand is why. Didn't Dr. Peters tell us that she'd keep this whole thing confidential?
Yes, she did, and I'm going to talk to her about this first thing in the morning.
Yes, you can, of course, when we're over there giving, the blood,
Stephanie, are you going to be, are you okay about that?
About having my blood drawn?
Yes.
No, you know I'm not okay about that, and I don't want you to do what you have always done, laugh.
Here he comes.
My hero.
What do you need?
I need to get in there.
The genetics lab?
I got a call from one of the med techs, and she may have left the incubator turned on. Come on, Mike. We don't want the place to burn down, do we? Great. I'll be right out.
Eric, don't. You know exactly how I feel about needles.
Or maybe you should take something.
What, a sedative and ruin the blood test? Please, Don't. You know I live in sheer terror of a needle coming near my body.
Stephanie, you have donated blood time and time again.
Yes, and the same thing happens. My head gets light, my knees buckle, and I faint. It's very embarrassing, so let's just talk about something else.
All right.
Look, you've had some time to spend with this beautiful little baby girl, and well, I just kind of wondered what's going on in your head. How do you feel about fathering this child?
Well, nothing's really changed. I've said it before. I only want what's best for the baby.
Yes, I know. But the best for the baby would be for that child to be with two loving, caring parents, wouldn't it? So are you telling me that you and Brooke are going to re-enter into this marriage?
Well, that's a moot question. I mean, Brooke doesn't want me.
Have you discussed this with her recently?
No.
Well, let's say she does want it, for whatever reason.
Well, Stephanie, it's silly to speculate.
You're being evasive.
Stephanie, if this child is mine, I will have been made a father twice by this woman, to a 3-year-old and to a newborn. I'm certainly not going to abrogate my responsibilities.
I never thought you would. Well, what about Sheila? I mean, she's not going to walk away from this so easily, is she?
Why are we talking about that? Look, I may not be the father of this baby, and if I am, it's highly unlikely that Brooke's going to want to stay in this marriage.
Well, where is she going to go? If Ridge stays with Taylor, she'll stay with you. Any Forrester is better than no Forrester at all.
Well, thank you.
I didn't mean it that way.
Look, the bottom line is I would not stay with Brooke if I didn't feel she was committed to the marriage. And I have no reason to believe that she's committed at all.
So the marriage ends, and then what?
Then what?
Yes, I mean, do you and Sheila just ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after?
Stephanie, I'm very drawn to her.
You don't have to convince me.
I'm not trying to.
I get the feeling that you are.
Why do you give me such a hard time about this?
You mean you can't possibly begin to imagine?
You really believe that, don't you?
You bet I do. You better too.
That Brooke is irrelevant to our marriage?
Completely.
Even if she tells you she loves you?
Even if she tells me that she loves me.
Am I really going to let you get away with this?
Now, what am I getting away with?
Holding back on me about your conversations with Brooke.
What, do you want me to tell you everything we talk about?
Yes.
Every word, every detail?
Right down to the punctuation marks.
Now I know you're joking.
I'm not joking. I never joke while I'm making love.
Stephanie? The way you're looking at me.
What about the way I'm looking at you?
No. Never mind.
Finish what you were going to say, Eric.
No. It's completely off the wall.
Well, maybe it isn't. Look, you want what's best for these children, and we're assuming that this little baby girl is going to be yours. That being the case, you want them in a stable environment with loving parents. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. I agree.
Well, we had 4 children. They seem to have turned out all right. Don't you
Yes.
agree?
Yes, I do.
So, there you go.
There I go.
Do I have to paint a picture for you?
Yes, I think you'd better.
Eric, I don't think it would take a great deal of persuasion on your part to convince Brooke that the children would be better off raised by you if there was a divorce.
Wrong. It would take a great deal more than just persuasion to convince Brooke of that. It would take something like a nuclear detonation.
No, Eric. No. Brooke is many things, but she's not a real mother.
What's your point?
We've been parents before. We could do it again if you wanted to. I think you should give this some really serious thought.
analyzer, clinical processor, bath, incubator, refrigerator. Yes, the refrigerator. Bingo, bingo, blood samples, all right. This is where they're gonna keep them before they do the test. Tomorrow night, Eric and Rich's blood samples will be in here. Chemistry, hematology, genetics, bacteriology, stat review, immunias. Genetics, number 3, that's got to be it. No! No! Password. Well, I'll just have to get it. And somehow I will.
Did you take care of it?
Yes.
Good. We'll have to make out a report.
A report?
An incident report. Leaving an incubator on all night could be dangerous.
Yes, well, it wasn't on.
Really?
Really?
Wouldn't be covering up for someone.
Oh, that would make me a very good friend, wouldn't it?
I guess so.
Do you need a good friend, Mike?
Well, we better get out of here.
That's a good idea.
I feel like something very significant happened today.
Oh, did it ever?
I'm not talking about making love.
What are you talking about?
This business with Brooke.
Now, how is that significant?
Well, suddenly all of the cards are out on the table. She's expressing her love for you. She's made it blatantly clear that she wants the baby to be yours. And how am I supposed to react to all this?
How do you want to react to it?
By twisting your arm until you swear that you'll never look at her again.
So go ahead and do it.
I'd rather you volunteered.
Never to see her again. If that's what you want, Doc.
It's not.
So what do you want?
I guess nothing more than what I already have.
Oh, no, a woman that has everything she wants. What a dangerous thought.
Except for one thing.
What's that?
The paternity test. It wouldn't disappoint me if the results showed that Eric was the father.
Except that's not really going to change anything, though, is it?
What do you mean it's not going to change anything?
For you and me, what we have, what our marriage means to us, really wouldn't make any difference if that baby is mine or if it's Dad's.
No.
That's right. No.
I love you. I love you. Nothing could ever change that.